On July 26, 2014, 15-year-old Japanese high school student Aiwa Matsuo was murdered by a 15-year-old female classmate. The killing took place in the suspect's apartment in Sasebo, Nagasaki Prefecture, where Matsuo was beaten with a metal tool, strangled to death, and then partially dismembered and decapitated. In Japan, this case is known as the Sasebo High School Murder case. Was justice served? Let's find out. Our story begins on a Sunday morning after the parents of 15-year-old Aiwa Matsuo called the police when Aiwa didn't come home the night before. Aiwa had left the house at 3 p.m. on Saturday after telling her parents that she would be shopping with a classmate. The day before, which was a Saturday, Aiwa had gone out to meet some friends and go shopping. By the end of the night, however, one of her classmates invited Aiwa over to her apartment. Little did Aiwa know that this classmate, her friend, would end up taking her life. For the purpose of this narration, we will be calling this classmate A, since she was never really named to protect her. She was a minor after all. After a day of shopping and hanging out, Aiwa went over to A's place to hang out some more. A actually lived in an apartment alone. For you see, her own father decided that it would be best for A to live alone and got her an apartment because of one incident that made him terrified of his own daughter. Just a year back, A's mom had died of cancer on October of 2013. By January of 2014, her father remarried. We don't know for sure if this is what caused A to be agitated that day on March of the same year, but it was reported that she had attacked her father with a metal baseball and injured him pretty badly because she had gotten so mad. A's dad arranged for her to live alone and away from him and his new bride. This gave A all the freedom that she needed to commit this gruesome murder. Since A lived alone, her and Aiwa had the apartment all to themselves, and it was 8 p.m. that Saturday that A took Aiwa's life. She hit Aiwa with a metal object, perhaps a hammer, a pipe, or something similar, because police never disclosed the exact details. Then she proceeded to strangle her. Aiwa died right then and there on A's bed. On Sunday morning, the police arrived at A's apartment to look for Aiwa. However, we don't know for sure how the police figured to look for Aiwa in A's apartment. We do know that they were able to access the messages that the two girls had sent each other, which shows A inviting Aiwa over. The police end up discovering the dead body of Aiwa laying on A's bed with her head and her left hand severed. A admitted to the crime there and then and was arrested by the police. When asked why she did it and how she did it, A responded that she just wanted to know how it felt to dissect someone. In fact, when police looked through her online activity, it was revealed that she posted photos of a bloody hand on an online forum and even had questions like, "Help me, how do I make the blood stop?" It feels like it just keeps on pouring out of her body even though I wipe and wipe and wipe, as well as, what color is the brain? So I could check. During the trials, it was argued that A couldn't be tried for murder on the reason that she was mentally unstable when the murder was committed. However, the prosecution found evidence that A was in fact researching about cases that can be filed against juvenile murderers. This was enough proof for the prosecution that A had committed premeditated murder and that she could be tried for it. In response to what had happened, an anime series called Psycho Pass, a show that features the murder of schoolgirls, was cancelled. In July of 2014, A's father also apologized to the family for what his daughter had done, saying that his daughter's actions can never be forgiven for any reason or cause. He later hanged himself on October of the same year. In 2015, 3 officials of the Nagasaki Prefectural Child Consultation Center were officially reprimanded by the government after it was revealed that they had failed to take action even after a psychiatrist who had examined A after she had hit her father had actually contacted the consultation center to tell them that if A is left as she is, she could kill someone. Today, schools in Japan are trying harder to remind students of the sanctity of life, trying to prevent yet again another murder committed to and by a minor. Was justice served? You tell me.